better. To an extent, a ghost would be better. Like, even a Viking. A Viking would help against the Cyclone. Like, but unupgraded Marines don't do dick. Like, this is the worst unit to have massed up doing nothing. Especially on a map like this, but still. Marines go from the worst to one of the best units, but it takes time. Like, well, good thing he can't micro. This shouldn't be like, well, I found the secret. You just build more Marines, and you'll be fine. What if, now get this, what if you built 2 Cyclones? Wouldn't that be crazy? Or, like, we're getting combat shields or stick. Or, the guides. Any of the Terran builds. It doesn't have to be a TVT build. You don't have to copy my TVT build. Just any build that isn't this. I mean, you're spending your money, you're building SCVs. Well, you're spending your money. But this, don't do this. Oh no, 1 Cyclone. Oh. Now here's the thing. When you're shit, more shit counters less shit. So he has less shit than you. And you're both shit. So therefore, you're winning. Despite this being one of the worst possible openers you could have chosen, you at least, on the bright side, have built a lot of shitty units instead of a small amount of less shitty units. So you have tilted the scales, is what I'm saying. Also, you can scout. You can just send like an SCV across. And maybe then you would know if you need a bunch of turrets. Jeez. Okay. No, we're done. Welcome back to the Platinum League Proletariat, where we have in the top left 0, and in the bottom right Sneakyz. Sneakyz attempted an early factory play. Didn't pan out because 0 made a bunch of Marines. Now those Marines don't have much aggressive potential. The Hellions are getting close. They're dangerous, but he has enough Marines now that it's not a real threat. Oh, he's coming back in. He had a taste. He wanted more. And now the question is, will there be an attack in the next 5 minutes of the game? Or will both players just sit there doing nothing, building siege tanks? Flip a coin. Don't flip a coin, because the answer is yes, they will sit there doing nothing, building siege tanks and turrets. Here we go. We have the double armory, only one of which is being used. More scans, the turret ring is there. Oh, a double medevac drop. He sees the turrets. He knows this isn't a good idea. He knows it's not a good idea. He saw the turrets. He scanned the turrets. At least some of the turrets. But, oh, there's another scan. He scans the same place he did before. He's coming in, but there's 2 turrets! So 1 medevac will make it out. And also everything will die. Unfortunate. Now, are we going to build up the siege tanks? Alright, both sides continue the arms race. 0 with a 3rd base. More scans on either side. I'm not sure what they're hitting. It doesn't really matter. Another scan. He sees the army. He decides it's time to move out. There are several Liberators, some Widow Mines, some tanks. A lot of Hellions. He's taking the long road. He's going all the way around the side. Zero continuing to expand. The worker count almost even, though. He's made it halfway across the map. Looks like he's going to move forward. The tanks are sieged. How careful will Sneakyz be about this? Some Widow Mines in the front. Another scan forward. He sees the army. A Liberator. A scan back. A good instinct, but not quite nailing it. Trying to move forward. Sneakyz starting to bank up money. He's trying to get close. Unfortunately, he got a little bit too close. A scan forward. He's just going for it. Here comes the neighborhood. Unfortunately, a lot of the tanks are already sieged up. The rest of the Marines stim into the fray. There are no siege tanks on the back line. Sneakyz went a little bit too close. The Widow Mine's gonna connect. Big hits. But it's not enough. Zero will hold because Sneakyz just kind of walked his siege tanks into siege tanks, and that never goes very well. But the Liberator's continuing to push through. Unfortunately, the Vikings are on the ground, making it difficult for him to actually deal with this. Oh, there we go. The splash damage on the high ground. The tank shots coming through. Another hit. Zero gonna lose all of his units, and Sneakyz, what looked like a failed attack, will start to push through.
Your dedication.
Thank you, Amato King. Oh, he's gonna go up. There's one more tank. Big hits. Marines paying the price. And somehow, the supplies are almost even, as both players work their way up to 3 bases. The counterattack is coming through with 3 tanks, a Marine, and an SCV in these medevacs. Really gonna make the difference. He's going, nope, don't bother with the 3rd when you could go to the main, which of the turrets you already scanned. No, he's at the front. Oh, I don't know what happened to the drops. He drops it out. 1 tank will siege. The other medevac waits for its moment. The tanks will drop out. But there are more Marines from the side. The tanks trying to work through. The SCV helping. The turret's in on the action. Only 1 tank is sieged. He's trying to move forward. There are Widow Mines very close. A Liberator coming up. Will we be able to target it down? He gets very... The Marines will actually just shoot it down. Here come the Hellions, trying to get on top of everything. The Marines targeting them. A lot of Hellions taking big damage, but is it enough? The Liberator showing up. Reinforcements on the way. A Thor is going to be the next casualty. Wait, I take it back? I don't take it back. The Thor will go down. Another one being targeted. He's trying to go. He's microing with 2,300 minerals, 1,400 gas. He's trying to target down the orbital. Not going to pan out. Another drop comes across. He's going to boost it forward. The orbital is burning. He's not repairing it. The Liberator off to the side. The mules watch idly by. Another force out of Zero. But can he be the latter hero? He's going for it. The Hellions just run through the Marine fire. There's only 1 tank. There are 2 tanks, but they're not sieged. The Widow Mine's going to trade out. Another big hit. The Thor looks like it might just barely hold. The Vikings are going to take out the rest of the medevac. The orbital is being repaired by a 3 HP SCV. The tank is holding. He can drop on... Oh, he gets the SCV. The orbital's still burning. Vikings hit the deck. So much damage being dealt on both sides. And now it's time to take a 4th. The orbital burns. Not every remnant has been removed yet. If he loses this base, he doesn't have money. He doesn't notice. 225 HP is a Widow Mine. The Widow Mine chunks up a lot of these Marines, but medevacs are here to heal most of them. Oh, he's repairing. 1 SCV put on the task. More than that would be an inefficient use of resources. A scan. Not sure what he's scanning for right in front of his base, but Zero has macroed it up. Sneakyz, he does have a strong mech army. He's going to have 3-1. It's going to be 3-1, +2 infantry and +2 mech weapons is coming up here for Zero, but this is a very powerful mech army. And there are some Liberators, plenty of Vikings. Just add in the Thors because the big fucking robots. Hellions going out for a run by. Sensor towers are up. Everything's calmed down after the action-packed mid-game. The worker count 65 to 58. Plenty of production out of Zero. There's a couple dozen SCVs here, maybe, for the taking. Oh, no blue flame yet, but it doesn't matter too much. Not with that +3. Oh, the SCV's getting in on the action. They thought they weren't gonna die, but they were thrown back into the fray. Another roast! That will be almost all of the Hellions. But down to 48 SCVs. Not that Zero's really hurting for money. But still, there's no decisive lead here. Zero has the supply lead, but he's going for bio, and it's more poorly upgraded. Whereas Sneaky's going for the mech. If he's in the right spot at the right time, he can make up a supply again. That's a lot of army supply. A scan. Won't actually catch any of the units. He might think he's in position for a strong attack. Oh god, there's one drop coming in. He's exposing all of his medevacs before the fight even starts. The tanks are sieged. He has plenty of time. The sensor tower is taken out, but the vision is there. Zero looking for a strong assault here. But that's a lot of tanks in the background. The scan forward. One Thor getting real ambitious. The tension is palpable. He is in range of the base. Thankfully, Sneakyz. Oh. Is he gonna stim it? Is it time? The tanks are sieged. He stims all the Marines, though! +3 tanks! Even a depot in on the... Oh my god! It's a massacre! But at the same time, there are tanks on the other side. The supplies even up. The Thor's getting a little bit too close for comfort. The tanks on both sides. Devastating damage. Thors might eventually be able to take this town. The base is under fire. This time it may actually fall. He does not lift. The orbital is gone. $2,700 in the bank for Zero. All he needs to do is consolidate his forces and bring the hammer down. The Marines, throughout this entire game, have been some of the most useless units in the history of StarCraft. In fact, Zero might have been better off not making any Marines at all, but now we're here. The Vikings are coming in, not realizing that, yes, indeed, there were Thors there before. Sneakyz has lost more units. He's been assaulted over and over. Zero is now taking a 5th base. Oh no, the Marines are trying to get in on the action. One Liberator. He does have Vikings to respond. But the Liberator gonna get a kill. The tanks will unsiege. Oh. Everything. Here come the Marines again. They're very ambitious. They will kill a Hellion. And they're all dead. Another round of Marines. Where are the tanks? All the tanks are here. All he needs to do is build more tanks. Sneakyz at 35 SCVs, which means his army supply is kind of close. Oh my god. Well, there go the Vikings. The Widow Mines will back off. It's 3-2-2 on this mech army, but it's 3-2-2 on the bio army of Zero. Zero looking for the opportunity to end the game. A Hellion. Oh, beautiful scan. Sees the Hellions going out. What is his play? What is the... This is not how you build a wall! Alright, looks like Michael J. Fox planned out this wall over here. Didn't quite go... He's created nice little lanes for the Hellions to run right through. Wait. Is it a wall? Wait. No! No, it's not even close! Like, I don't... SCV's gonna go down. Hellions coming up. Trying to fight. Still no blue flame. But he's going for more SCVs, the target fire. Oh, what is the Liberator doing here? The Liberator joins the party, and now it drinks the Kool-Aid. He's into the main, but there's no more mining left to be done here. All the SCVs will die. There's a drop on the left side. This was never a planetary. The boys are pulled to kill their own refinery. No more, there's no such thing as clean coal. All right. The Viking drops, but the Hellions are on the way out. The Micro. I don't know. Zero will retreat, but Sneakyz has held. There's a minefield out there. 40 to 27 SCVs. Many SCVs were harmed in the making of this production. Zero moving around the side. Sneakyz decided an orbital and not a planetary was the choice here. I don't know if I can agree with that. Still 2 tanks were left behind. The sensor tower. He's in the sensor. You can see him. He knows he's coming. There's no response. The tanks are out of position. Oh, he's not moving. Sneakyz is not moving. He's moving now. The tanks will siege. This could be it. The tanks are... Oh, he hits the deck with the Vikings. But why? The Marines are actually doing something useful for the first time in 22 minutes. Another base under fire. Sneakyz burned. He has nothing left. The SCVs are slaughtered. The Widow Mine's coming to save the day. I'm not sure that's gonna be enough. It looks like, at the end of the day, another volley. More Marines will die. At the target. There's a Hellion run by. Over 130 SCVs have been killed. No, 130. GJ. Sneakyz is leaving now.